Please rise if you are able for the graduand procession. Please remain standing until the graduands have been seated.
Please take your seats. The procession will begin momentarily.
Please rise if you are able for the academic procession.
In the toil of thinking, in the serenity of books, in the messages of prophets, the songs of poems, and the wisdom of interpreters. In discovery of truth, of continents of truth whose margins we may see, we delight in freeing minds and in their thinking. In the majesty of the moral order, in the faith that right will triumph, in the courage given us when we ally ourselves to truth in any form. In the privilege of being co-workers in good causes, we celebrate the unseen goals we share and love. Let us build a world safe from war and oppression, free and satisfying one that ultimately furnishes answers for us all. Please be seated.
Graduates, friends, and family, good morning and welcome. I'm Cynthia Holmes. I'm the Dean of the Ted Rogers School of Management. I'm so happy to see all of you here today. Before we begin, I'd like to acknowledge the land that we're celebrating on today. Toronto is in the Dish with One Spoon territory. The Dish with One Spoon is a treaty between the Anishinaabe, Mississaugas, and Haudenosaunee who bound them to share the territory and protect the land. Subsequent Indigenous nations and peoples, Europeans, and all newcomers have been invited into this treaty in the spirit of peace, friendship, and respect. Class of 2023, it is so wonderful to be able to celebrate your academic achievements in person here today. I am so proud to be here to congratulate all our new graduates and share in this special celebration with family and friends. As students, you've demonstrated your ability to pivot to virtual learning during the pandemic, to adapt to a challenging environment and be resilient. You have also demonstrated your leadership and your desire to push beyond conventional business education, to take innovative and creative risks, and work collaboratively to contribute to our community. I encourage you to continue this approach as alumni and use the tools you've acquired here to promote business initiatives that have local, national, and global relevance and change society for the better. Although your time as an undergraduate student is ending, you remain a valuable member of our family. Like all strong families, our school embraces its deep and lasting connections to alumni. And speaking of families, I want to thank all of your families for supporting you through your Ted Rogers School experience. I'm so glad that all of you can be here with us today. I sincerely hope that you will stay connected by joining your alumni association and that our paths will cross again. In the workplace, at Toronto Metropolitan University events, or in the classroom as lifelong learners and graduate students. Please take advantage of the many benefits and services that you have access to as alumni, including support from our Business Career Hub for Life. So when you are out there doing great work, your new colleagues are going to turn to you one day and say, "That's so impressive. Where did you learn that?" I want you to confidently tell them, "I'm from the Ted Rogers School of Management." To begin this very special day, I introduce to you the Chancellor of Toronto Metropolitan University, Janice Fukakusa. Janice.
Graduands, I am proud and honored to speak to you today. Today is a time definitely of well-deserved celebration. We share our pride in your success with everyone whose love and support has played a part in bringing you here today. You have been through a remarkable experience. You endured and navigated the pandemic and came through it achieving your ultimate objective. You succeeded by facing and overcoming unforeseen barriers. Adversity makes us stronger and wiser. Be proud of what you achieved and never stop learning. Embrace a lifetime of personal growth. And the best way to achieve that is to cultivate your curiosity, because embracing opportunity and new challenges will expand your horizons and take you to places you never imagined you would be there. As you navigate your career path, remember this: your work is going to fill a larger part of your life. And the only way to make that time satisfying is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking, because I'm sure you will know it when you find it. And finally, wherever the next step of your journey takes you, I ask you to give back to the community, to your workplace, and to your family and friends. Be a champion for causes that make lives better. For me, those causes have been supporting the fight to cure cancer and advocating for accessible education for all. Whatever your cause is, weave it into your life as a personal passion. And on this special day of celebration, let me close by offering my congratulations and best wishes on your journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Chancellor Fukakusa. Now, next, please welcome the university's President and Vice Chancellor, Mohammed Lashmi.
Thank you, Dean. Welcome to our graduates, family and friends, colleagues from across the university community and beyond, to the class of 2023. This is an important day for you, and you have our warmest congratulations. You are all graduating at a milestone moment in history. Despite the challenges brought on by the pandemic, you remained committed to your studies, kept connected to your classes, and served your community in more ways than I can mention here. Milestone also because your academic journey will be forever linked to our historic name change. What has not changed from the moment you choose to study here to the moment you cross this stage to accept your award are our values. And when you return as alumni, you will feel right at home. Change is a continuing theme at our university, and in 2023, it holds a special meaning. We are celebrating a remarkable triple anniversary this year. 75 years as an institution, 30 years as a university, and 1 year with our new name, Toronto Metropolitan University. Actually, you are the first class. You are the first class to receive your degrees with TMU. Each of this on its own is a significant milestone. Together, they represent an evolution that is almost unheard of in the academic world. Reflecting on these milestones, I can safely say the reason for our success is in this room. As we move forward together, I encourage you to embrace the same steadfast drive and determination that defines us as TMU. Both you and the university look ahead to a new chapter and a bright future. Future of promise and optimism, better prepared than ever to meet the challenges and opportunities ahead. To our graduates, this is your time. You have what the world is looking for: talent, energy, and new ideas. Your years here have prepared you for this moment. We are so very glad that you choose this university, that you immerse yourself in our university community. I hope you are feeling grateful for each other. You have shared a university experience that forges lasting friendships. Which brings us full circle. While we may find success as individuals, as a society, we depend on each other. We need loved ones, and I see many celebrating with you today. We need colleagues and community. In French, you know, we never say goodbye. Instead, we say au revoir, which literally means until we see you again. Enjoy your very special day and stay close to your alma mater, for together we will shape the future. Thank you, and I invite you now to please enjoy a short video. Thank you.
As Canada's most urban university, we represent all that it is to be metropolitan. This word has defined our identity for 75 years, as we've brought some of the brightest and most creative minds together in downtown Toronto. From day one, our mission has been unique: to serve societal needs and prepare students for impactful careers. First as an institute of technology, and then as a rapidly growing university. Through it all, we've been shaped by metropolitan life, from the density of our landscape to the creativity that pulses through our city, to the diversity of our community. And now, we proudly embrace it as our name. We've grown along the way, but that's only fueled our aspirations to improve lives on our campus, in our city, across the country, and around the world. Join us in celebrating 75 years as an institution, 30 years as a university, and 1 proud year with our new name. We are Toronto Metropolitan University, and we are honored to have you as our graduating class.
Chancellor Fukakusa, President Lashmi, Provost Yanachito Provenzano, deans, esteemed colleagues, and representatives who join us on stage, members of the graduating class, family members and friends, honored guests. It is my great privilege to deliver the citation for Deborah Flint, upon whom Toronto Metropolitan University is conferring our degree, Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, our highest award. A few years ago, there was a television program that was shot entirely at the arrival and departure gates of Pearson Airport in Toronto. It told the real stories of people who were traveling through Pearson. Some stories were funny, some were heartbreaking, but all demonstrated the axiom that everyone has a story and that airports are a crossroad of the human experience. While many of us see the terminals and runways as necessary stops on the way to our destination, for Deborah Flint, airports are a passion, and that passion is her profession. Deborah Flint is the president and CEO of the Greater Toronto Airports Authority, where she is transforming Canada's largest airport and positioning it for the future. Her father's from Africa, her mother from the Caribbean. The couple met in England and moved to Canada. And though she was born in Hamilton, Ontario, she spent her childhood traveling frequently. And that's how she fell in love with airports as a child. Prior to taking the top job at Toronto Pearson, Deborah Flint was the CEO of Los Angeles World Airports with responsibility for Los Angeles International Airport, more popularly known simply as LAX. While there, she initiated a $14 billion modernization of terminals and other facilities, including the first rail line to the airport. LA Mayor Eric Garcetti called her an extraordinary leader who put in motion the key pieces of the transformation of LAX. In all, she has spent more than 25 years in executive roles in the aviation industry. She's a trailblazer, just one of 2 Black female airport CEOs in North America. Her career has been underscored by her deep desire to bring representation in senior leadership teams to support equity, inclusion, and diversity of thought. She's opening the door for women and other groups in the aviation sector. She currently serves as a director on the Airport Council International World Board and is the board chair of the World Standing Safely and Technical Committees. She previously served on President Barack Obama's Advisory Council on Aviation Consumer Protection. Deborah Flint, for your determination and success that serve as an inspiration to aspiring young leaders of every background, and for working to remove barriers so that others may follow in your footsteps, we celebrate and honor you today. I would now like to call Chancellor Fukakusa, President Lashmi, and Deborah Flint to the podium for the conferring of the degree.
Toronto Metropolitan University, by virtue of the authority granted by the Province of Ontario under the Toronto Metropolitan University Act, has awarded the degree Doctor of Laws honoris causa with all the rights and privileges attended thereon to Deborah Flint.
Thank you and good morning. Good morning. How are you feeling? Feeling great? I'm feeling great. If anybody needs a doctor, I'm right here. Chancellor Fukakusa, President Lashmi, Provost Yanachito Provenzano, to our deans, esteemed colleagues, representatives who join us on stage, to the members of the graduating class of 2023, your families, let's hear it for your families and your friends, because they are here for you today. And all honored guests, it is such a pleasure for me to be here with you today. As I look upon your smiling faces, so full of promise, it just, and this experience, what I just had, which I would have not foreseen years ago, I realize that this is truly a moment of showing and receiving blessings. And blessings to me, to many, are things, they're realizations of things that we don't necessarily deserve, but yet they are granted to us, because there are so many that could be deserving. But yet here we stand, and here you sit on this special day. So this is your day, your moment, your time for you to feel it, to revel in it, and to run and enjoy with the blessings that have been granted, particularly as you graduate from one of the finest in universities that are in the world. There is so much ahead for you. And yes, you knew that today you would hear this many, many times about the hopes, the optimism, the bright futures that each of you laid in store because of the work and the commitment, the perseverance that you have demonstrated to get to this point. You have already, but you will face in your futures as you leave university and traverse into the world, armed well by the Ted Rogers School of Management. But along the way, in your years ahead, you will face a series of opportunities that are brilliantly disguised as impossible tasks. Brilliantly disguised as impossibilities. You will face them, and if done well, you will see that those were actually opportunities. Particularly as you enter into the world of business, in whatever facets you may choose to do so. But today's leaders, the leaders of tomorrow's business, which you are, face an incredible challenge, unlike those that graduated even last year, or 5 years ago, or decades ago, like many of us on this stage. You will face a world of being a business leader in an environment where the world is changing incredibly fast. The pace of change is exponential, and like Moore's Law, it's set to double every few years, becoming faster and faster, more complicated. You'll face issues of globalization, at the same time the pressures of localization. You'll face an innovation challenge, a challenge such as one that where many, many industries need to figure out how to transition their energy sources to ones that are better for the environment. You'll face business pressures that cause you to look at what you do on a small base and how it impacts the world and society, and create a better future for yourselves, your families, and for those you don't yet even know. And your mindset, your approach, your tactics that you have learned during your education will become critical to how you change those impossibilities and create them into opportunities. It was referenced my history with airports and the moment that airports became something different to me than just a place where the incredible nature of flight and global travel takes place. For many, you may see an airport and you may see a large array of massive buildings and complexity, or many machines and thousands of people all doing things across the array, including the passengers. Some of you may see, well, Deborah, there's the impossibility because my bag never made it from point A to point Z. But that indeed is also an opportunity, maybe something you all can help to solve. When I have seen airports in my life, I have reached a moment where I was able to see that an airport is something very special. It is a place of change. It is a place of opportunity. Yes, a place that employs 50,000 people, or tens and millions, and over a decade, hundreds of millions of people will traverse through. It is certainly at Pearson a place where hundreds of billions of dollars of economic input have been generated for the local community here, for the province, and for the country. It is a place where I see the people of GTAA, many of who are here to my left this morning. But there's so many of those people. Our leaders in finance that are creating bond finances and deals to the hundreds of millions or billions of dollars, or our marketing and our policy teams that are doing global campaigns, or our business leaders that are creating joint ventures and innovation and creating some of the world-leading technology and airport solutions that is renowned globally for Toronto Pearson, or our commercial team that's dealing with hundreds and hundreds of commercial leases and agreements across our large footprint of an airport. And if you're wondering, yes, that was a bit of a plug for those that may not have found their purpose, that the airport is a fantastic place to have a deep and meaningful career. And I hope that you will give that some consideration. You will know where to find me. But it is a place that is a symbol of change. It is a place that is a symbol of those with courage. Courage like those in my family. For my parents, many of you here may have parents that were similarly courageous and brave in their lives. Being brave and courage led my parents from rural areas of their birthplaces to ultimately traverse to England and then to Canada, where my mother became a registered nurse, first in her family to have that level of achievement. Setting place for my aunt, Donna Burgess, who is here today and who has carried further from her steps. For my father, from a rural village that became a medical doctor, and of the 4 children that he and my mother had, at least there is finally another doctor in the house. I owe them so very much for the courage that they demonstrated, for the bravery that it took at a time when there was not Facebook, there was not FaceTime, there was no texting to keep in touch. The divide, the amass between them and what they knew was so great that challenging I can only commend them for. But they saw a bright future for themselves. They saw the impossibility of that travel and created that opportunity that laid forth for generations to come, whether it's myself and my siblings, and then our children and those beyond, and the family that's extended to have a better life filled with opportunities, one that culminates in me being here today. For you and your families that made those similar, courageous, and bold moves that allowed you to be here today, please give them a round of applause and your appreciation. It is clear to me at this point in my life and with the things that I've seen how much I owe them. We know this, so much optimism, potential, and opportunities for each of you as you cross this stage and enter a new chapter of your life. But we also know that you have been preparing for the challenging times ahead, learning from others, case studies, from your own journeys that bring you to this moment today. Know that in the future as well, the times ahead, they will test you. They will stretch you. My father-in-law, who's a very wise man, Victor Edward Flint, would counsel me during times of deep challenge. And he would say these words, "Deborah, you were built for this. If you are living and if you are leading fully, you will face disappointment. That disappointment may come from yourself. That disappointment may come from others. But only you only, you are the only one that gets to decide how you feel about you. And so, love you. Your greatest test in life is not going to be what you achieve. Clearly, each of you are going to achieve so much, because look what you are achieving already today in the time that you've been given. But it is how you will deal with the adversity that may come your way. You're graduating as the first class of Toronto Metropolitan University, a hybrid class that experienced going through university partially during a pandemic and coming into a world that still has a pandemic effect, that has more uncertainty than ever. So clearly, you have navigated adversity, you will navigate more. But how you feel about those challenges and how you face them and how you show up. And that mindset is purely and distinctly yours. Let the adversity that you face be something that creates good. I have found that in dealing with adversity, that it is so much easier if it is because I am doing it and dealing with it to make something good, to make something better for someone else. Just as people that allowed you, that created an environment, that taught you and educated you here today, because they believed in you, they believed in a better future for you, they believed in better future for entire communities whereby which you stand here and sit today. Let that goodness that you have seen from them power you to do good for others. You know, you look amazing, each and every one of you. You know, your regalia is beautiful. Thought about regalia. And regalia is the symbol of rights, the symbol of privileges. It's indicative of a class of royalty, and that is who each and every one of you are today. It is certainly said that heavy is the crown, but maybe so indeed heavy are these gowns. I know they also might be a little bit hot. It's okay. You can handle it. These are the symbols of privilege and the expectation of the commitment that you will make today and forevermore to make a difference in this world with these rights and privileges, to do for others what others have done for you, and to create a better place and environment in small ways, and for many of you, that will be in large and indelible and impactful ways for our future. As said, you've seen it, you will live it, you will fulfill it in an even broader way. Your life being presented, a series of opportunities that are brilliantly disguised as impossible situations. May you face those by being bold and courageous. May you face those by turning your fear into energy that catapults change. May you know that you are built for greatness. Class of 2023, may you go forth and shine.
Thank you so much for those inspiring words, Dr. Flint. Okay, all right. As our graduands prepare to come forward, I will take this opportunity to request that we hold our applause until all the graduates have crossed the stage. We do, however, recognize that there will be spontaneous outbursts of joy, enthusiasm, maybe even relief from family and friends. Let's go for it. This is all part of the celebration. But so that all our graduates are celebrated equally, we ask that everyone remains for the duration of the ceremony, please. I now ask, and I thank in advance, our University Registrar, Robin Parr.
Good morning, graduands. Will you please rise if you're able? Chancellor Fukakusa, President Lashmi, Provost Yanachito Provenzano, honored guests, faculty members, staff, families, and friends of the graduands. I have the honor and pleasure to present graduands from Toronto Metropolitan University's Ted Rogers School of Management degree programs. Our graduands include all those who are joining us for today's ceremony, as well as those unable to attend graduating in absentia. I certify that each has met the academic requirements for the awards they are about to receive, and that each has been duly approved by Toronto Metropolitan University Senate. Congratulations to each of you. You can be seated.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present candidates for the undergraduate degrees in the Ted Rogers School of Management. Bachelor of Commerce honors in Accounting and Finance, Accounting. Mohammed Arif. Sufyan Ayub. Sijal Berry. Sonia Berlingeri. Jerry May Bernardo. Kim Boado. Matthew Breda. Andre Castro Salas, with distinction. John Ray Estiliore, with distinction. Zain Faisal. Brandon Finnerman. Cole Ferreira. Jessica Hung, with distinction. Sadia Islam. Birawan Jivotayan. Vachi Capraelian. Omar Khan. Ashwini Krishna Kumaran. Jason Lin. Yu Ting Lin. Tenzin Dazzle Liu. Sabine Mahida. Clarence Malinau. Samuel Mancarius. Sarah Markello. Sarah Martini. Tom Nguyen, with distinction. Laura Lee Faith Palomo Lee. Domenico Peruccio. Achaya Rajendram, with distinction. Ilet Ricketts Ewan. Patricia Rivera, with distinction. Hajani Sachiaran. Monique Santos. Luke Savolainen, with distinction. Saif Sheikh. Sabrina Sotos. Celine Sundar, with distinction. Matthew Tan, with distinction. Selena Tano. Ramana Thurasingham, with distinction. Vithushan Vasanthakumar, with distinction. Albert Vicente. Maggie Wang. Sophie Weber. Zihang Wen. Weijia Yan. Olivia Yang. Di Yu. Carol Faye Eucor. Lei Meng Zhang. Bachelor of Commerce Honors in Accounting and Finance Accounting Cooperative Program. Arifa Ali. Dylan Osai Asante. Alina Barazesh. Julian Barrera. Jennifer Begirimana. Michelle Chan. Joey Chow. Gertaj Dillon with distinction. Jasmine Dura with distinction. Emily Fong. Wilson Guan. Amritpal Chali with distinction. Amritpal is also receiving a Bachelor of Commerce Honors in Accounting and Finance, Zhu Hao Zhang. Jamie La with distinction. Vicky Lung with distinction. Yanhee Li. Wan Chi Liu with distinction. Fiona Lee. Kevin Macias with distinction. Erica Martinez. Reza Maleo Marzo with distinction. Prabjot Mataro. Angela Opediceno. Matteo Pambianco. Robino Paradis with distinction. Sergeant Pavlovich. Jeremy Plotkin. Maria Teresa Primero. Kayla Camille Salazar. Nicholas So with distinction. Jesse Chang. Hong Thai with distinction. Ga Thai, Bachelor of Commerce with distinction. Kim Tien Tran with distinction. Tenzin Woden, with distinction. Rebecca Yen. Sophia Zopi. Bachelor of Commerce Honors in Accounting and Finance, Finance. Hamza Al-Shantir. Andrew Battaglia. Patrick Biba. Jivan Daman. Adam DiCosmo, with distinction. Adar Eshimbekov. Natasha Gaikwad, with distinction. Tien Ha. Bezad Hakim. Kiana Hemati. Ragavi Indredos. Mohammed Irfan. Tyler Jackson, with distinction. Ashgar Jaffrey. Jagisha Yayabalan. Karishma Kera. Thiran Krishnadas. Ji Yang Lee. Kelvin Luke. Eric McHale. Thomas Michaelitis. Bavisha Mistry. Ziyan New. Gianmarco Pilla. Shiki Khan. Nadia Rana, with distinction. Ian Philip Roxas, with distinction. Gajan Santurin. Erwin Shemtov. Brian Singh. Ashviga Sivakumar, with distinction. Akshdeep Sohi. Yu Sheng Tang. Jacob Tolkien. Gurkirat Singh Verdi. Yu King Zhang. Yu Shen Zhang. Bachelor of Commerce Honors in Accounting and Finance, Finance Cooperative Program. Jeremy Ashan, with distinction. Raisa Ahmed, with distinction. Lauren Arena, with distinction. Dalton Austin with distinction. Catalin Bachu. Jordan Ezer. Antoine Filion with distinction. Lorena Gomez. Akash Jayakumar with distinction. Caroline Cordos with distinction. Eriselda Leshy. Feji Luston with distinction. John Quill Shun Q Ma with distinction. Maya Mameri with distinction. Rotem Maur with distinction. Colleen Mickelson with distinction. Diva Mulapudi with distinction. Anthony Nechitailo with distinction. D. Nguyen. Priyal Patel. Luong Feng with distinction. Navul Sharma with distinction. Tavpreet Singh with distinction. Ashraf Telly with distinction. Hong Quan Tan. Jiang Trin with distinction. Nikita Tuboltsev with distinction. Daniel Wong. Bachelor of Commerce honors in Business Management, Economics, and Management Science. Ernesto Aceto. Mohammed Alayubi. Eric Allman with distinction. Ali Al-Mosalak. Nigel Alfonso. Xin Yi Ao with distinction. Abdullah R. Rafi. Sardar Bashar. Lucas Bernaus with distinction. Amrita Barji with distinction. Chenwei Michael Choi. Stevie Dargini. Andrew Dexter.
Way to go, Andrew!
Devyat Danjal. Ali Duri. Sari El Said with distinction. Raunak Ferdos. Nicole Frankel. Faisal Ghafoor. Ethan Gill. Mateo Gonçalves. Victoria Gocio, with distinction. Kirti Grewal, with distinction. Deanna Gayadeen. Abisha Karunakaran. Nuri Kataria. Maria Lambos, with distinction. Samuel Lesancha. Andrew Little, with distinction. Zeriab Lodi. Matteo Lorusso. Arina Machula, with distinction. Daniel Mazurchik. Herthina Mohanafis. Mohammed Sajad Multani. Boluwatife Oyaniyi Adebayo. Ishika Patel. Natasha Rodriguez. Giancarlo Rosa. Kishore Satyasilan. Suhithan Sathgunanan the Rajakumar. Lima Shams. Hao Wen Shu. Aberna Sivakumaran. Spencer Snow. Brendan Solomon. Ivana Subasic. Hiba Syed. Andre Shu. Desta Tefera. Arman Tiara. Cindy Tran, with distinction. Dominic Wintara, with distinction. Gianni Shue, with distinction. Cheng Hao Zhou. Bachelor of Commerce Honors in Business Management, Economics and Management Science Cooperative Program. Jada Abdella, with distinction. Chaudhry Ahmed, with distinction. Danya Ahmed. Karem Altinel. Nabil Aziz, with distinction. Lakshika Balachandran. Vincenzo Caruana, with distinction. Vishva Chandrakumar, with distinction. Lin Hao Stephen Chen. Yifan Chen, with distinction. Cherry Chick. Christopher Chuakong, with distinction. Anya Vetkovchi. Erica DeLuca, with distinction. Akansha Dinesh. Nasiha Farihi. Connor Gedney, with distinction. Sanveer Gill. Nihad Hassan. Ding K. He. Momin Arib Khan, with distinction. Patrick Lazari. Ahmed Maraka. Uzma Nisar. Abbasali Panju. Walid Parwani. Jacob Rodriguez, with distinction. Krishna Sadisan. Mohammed Ahmad Saeed, with distinction. Visakan Santivo, with distinction. Laith Shawar. Fiona Shen, with distinction. Samantha Smith. Majib Syed, with distinction. Dael Toshkezi, with distinction. Han Lin Vu. Lauren Urich, with distinction. Bachelor of Commerce honors in Business Management Entrepreneurship. Maisha Alibar, with distinction. Mackenzie Bello. Megan Kalor. Juan Castano Mejia. Laura Centofanti. Ming Nan Chen. Shay Coughlin. Emil Daniel. Eduardo Delgadillo. Abasali Dalla. Nicholas DiFruscio, with distinction. Borna Fagihi Sani. Sarah Fedor. Seymour Gubulov. Sing Ming Gao. Brandon Grant. Jeremy Greenberg, with distinction. Noah Hazlett, with distinction. Jaje Ha. Louis Frederick Herbert. Victoria Heidman Civitelli. Marty Hang, with distinction. Chao Ming Hong, with distinction. Supotanen Jayakumar, with distinction. Jushin Jati, with distinction. Nicole Kindos. Sarah Latino. Go Hao Ma. Kian Majlesi. Assad Manji, with distinction. Shandin Manoharan, with distinction. Serena McLeish. Ivis Mina Garzon. Levi Ming. Sydney Morris. Vanessa Moshilo. Iwana Mergen, with distinction. Ni Nguyen. Tanushman Primakumar. Mohammed Rahman. Callum Roy Barron. Cameron Samra. Ishak Sarab. Julian Sinopoli. Dominic Strati. Sikhav Edward Tang. Vinod Tharmaraja. Athanasia Sesakis. Damien Tayo. Oliver Wales. Hasib Zaidi. Bachelor of Commerce Honors in Business Management Entrepreneurship Cooperative Program. John Blackburn, with distinction. Navneet Gill. Rafael Mirza. Simerdeep Nahal with distinction. Grigory Peragudov with distinction. Bruce Pinedo with distinction. Srinidhi Ramasubramanian. T. Dong Melissa Trin with distinction. Bachelor of Commerce honors in Business Management, Real Estate Management. Kartika Athavan. Mohammed Abdukada. Chris Bardi. David Bui Nguyen. Victoria Kafua. Jinru Tsao. Sophia Castellano with distinction. Spencer Chan. Evan Cacholo. Henry Dang. Nat Ha Dang. Bruno da Silva. Brandon Dean. Yong-Hoon Du. Jessica Durzo with distinction. Mahbub Ilahi. Rachel Fusa with distinction. Julian Florindi. Brendan Folias. Levon Gambarashvili. Aisha Gill. Matthew Gucciardi. Damon Henare with distinction. Kerolos Iskandar. Alexei Jeknavorian. Harminder Johal. Rimsha Khan. Amar Kangura. Kunal Kohli. Kyle McFarland. Grant Morgan. Yazan Muhajer. Jared Otley. Jeevan Pander. Sruhad Patel. C.U. Peng. Andre Philadelphia. Yekaterina Pletnikova, with distinction. Jashan Rakra. Olivia Raponi. Sarah Rodi. Matthew Rostenkowski. Robert Scally. Esther Shabani. Caitlin Shore. Antonio Sochi. Keshav Tilaki. Kushal Tilaki. Shannon Thomas. Babneet Tour. Mario Topazowski. Jordan Wiseglass. Bing Zhang Wong. Ricky Wang. Corwin Wong. Michael Wu. Annie Yonan, with distinction. Stefan Zek. Rufeng Zhang. Bachelor of Commerce Honors in Business Management, Real Estate Management, Cooperative Program. Christopher Chung. Patricia Cieslak. Ryan DeBerg. Tal Katsuni. Roham Maani. Stephanie Namani. Parth Patel. Adrian Sugdeo. Logan Tao, with distinction. Thane Thompson. Katrina Zanet, with distinction. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present candidates for the graduate degrees in the Ted Rogers School of Management. Professional Master's Diploma in Accounting. Andrew Chen. Andrew is also receiving a Bachelor of Commerce in Accounting and Finance, Accounting Cooperative Program. Victoria China. Victoria is also receiving a Bachelor of Commerce in Accounting Cooperative Program. Panayitota Dimopoulos. Kiana Fink.
Yeah, Kiana!
Kiana is also receiving a Bachelor of Commerce in Accounting Cooperative Program. Nahian Iqbal. Nahian is also receiving a Bachelor of Commerce Accounting Cooperative Program. Alicia Jain. Vasvanthi Suneswaran. Angel Lalu. Angel is also receiving a Bachelor of Commerce in Accounting Cooperative Program. Carrie Liu. Carrie is also receiving a Bachelor of Commerce in Accounting Cooperative Program. Darren Manuel. Darren is also receiving a Bachelor of Commerce in Accounting Cooperative Program. Brandon Motain. Brandon is also receiving a Bachelor of Commerce in the Accounting Cooperative Program. Brian Reynoso Campana. Brian is also receiving a Bachelor of Commerce in the Accounting Cooperative Program. Rafael Rodrigo. Rafael is also receiving a Bachelor of Commerce in Accounting Cooperative Program. Josh Rodriguez. Josh is also receiving a Bachelor of Commerce in Accounting and Finance, Accounting Cooperative Program. Yash Shah. Yash is also receiving a Bachelor of Commerce in Accounting Cooperative Program. Daniel Sun. Daniel is also receiving a Bachelor of Commerce in Accounting Cooperative Program. Anis Dakor. Anis is also receiving a Bachelor of Commerce in Accounting and Finance, Accounting. Anjali Tularam. Anjali is also receiving a Bachelor of Commerce in Accounting Cooperative Program. Jonathan Torres. Jonathan is also receiving a Bachelor of Commerce in Accounting Cooperative Program. Amanda Valor. Amanda is also receiving a Bachelor of Commerce for Accounting Cooperative Program. Kayla Ver. Kayla is also receiving a Bachelor of Commerce in Accounting and Finance, Accounting Cooperative Program. Bianca Wang. Bianca is also receiving a Bachelor of Commerce in Accounting Cooperative Program. Master of Business Administration in Business Administration. Marouk Afzal. Isra Al-Kassas. Thomas Castaldo. Matthew Katangi. Isa Selig. Naveed Chowdhury. Golpar Rose Gamari. Abdul Wahab Hassan. Abbas Hazar. Hashim Khan. Gao Zhong Ma. Dana Marlat. Dee May. Arshia Mukherjee. Mahib Nawar. Mohammed Nizam. Abdul Sami Kutub. Jenny Rajak. Jose Rosales. Haley Shah. Sarah Tran. Zhao Han Zi. Master of Business Administration in Management of Technology and Innovation. Nima Percy. Brian Smith. Master of Health Administration, Community Care in Health Administration. Sachil Argueda Warden. Rose Elizabeth Bouchard Harvey. Letitia Chung. Mary Costantino. Tina da Silva. Maria Fatima Dizang. Christina German. Sevan Hakor. Renisha Erutha Yanathan. Quang Vu Mai. Jenny Marcos. Lucas Milinovic. Jacqueline Raposo. Jessica Seagobin. Madeline Simandl. Apiman Sivakumar. Liara Tessela Thomas. Christine C. Julius Verushon. Tasneem Shamshuddin Verani. Master of Science in Management. Parsa Barami. Parsa is being congratulated on stage by their spouse, Romina Ishani Afusi, from the School of Professional Communication. Roshani Buvanetheran. Alexis Iles. Hannah James. Ralston Kwan. Megan McKenzie. Megan is being congratulated on stage by their mom, Charmaine McKenzie, from the TRSM. Kevin Opoku. Dylan Parnell. Victoria Ross. Arathiga Sabaratnam. Mona Lisa Salam. Mohammed Adnan Shahid. Tashafia Sharon. Abira Ishrat Shoshli. Kawai So. Amir Sultanzada. Ataola Talegani. Madam Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of today's graduates.
Hello, TMU grads. I'm Jen McMillan, Vice Provost students, and I'm so happy to share this special moment with you. Every one of you set a major goal for yourself. And today, after years of hard work and sacrifice, we honor all that you've accomplished. Your degree is a celebration of the courage it took to get you here, of the hard work and dedication you've demonstrated inside and outside of the classroom, of the breakthroughs that have helped mold you into the person you've become, and of the community you've found along the way. Your degree represents more than just the assignments you've completed and the exams that you've written. The student groups, the passion projects, the events and the games, they all represent the many ways you help build this community that will live on well past graduation. Whether your families, friends, and supporters are near or far today, I know they are celebrating this achievement with you. You've completed something significant, and great opportunities await you. As you enter this next phase of your lives, I challenge you to keep growing and using your unique voices to change the world. Never be afraid to be courageous, to be loud, and to be bold. Finally, thank you for choosing us. We're so proud that you'll forever be a part of the TMU community.
Today is about celebrating how far you've come.
And we'd like to take this opportunity to talk about how far you're going to go.
You have become a part of something bigger.
Graduating from TMU is a major milestone.
I still remember exactly how I felt when I was in your seat on this very day. I definitely had a mixture of emotions.
I was just feeling very proud.
At Convocation, I felt very prepared for my career, but very excited, but also a little sad.
Quite optimistic.
Nostalgic.
I felt excited and I felt prepared.
Walking across that stage at Convocation meant that I fulfilled personal goals, but I also fulfilled the goals of the family, and that was really important.
As much as it was the end of the chapter, it was actually the start of something great.
And I had so many questions, like, how am I going to make my big dreams come true?
Do I have it all figured out?
How am I going to come back?
So it was party time, but also you got some work to do down the road. Start thinking about it.
As a member of the TMU alumni community, we are here to show you that you have a safety net.
As TMU alumni, you are part of a supportive network of people
who are committed to lifting each other up and helping each other grow.
Today,
tomorrow,
and always.
So just take a deep breath.
Enjoy this moment.
And remember, we're here to support you.
And we can't wait to see what you go on to accomplish.
Well, they should buy the picture frame. Buy the picture frame.
All right. Please welcome our Provost and Vice President Academic, Roberta Yanachito Provenzano. Roberta.
Thank you very much, Dean Holmes. And, just for all of you, this is our Dean's first convocation ceremony as the new Dean of TRSM. So thank you. It's an honor and a privilege to be able to address the class of 2023 as your Provost and Vice President Academic. Today marks an incredibly exciting moment in your life. I think we need to give our graduates another round of applause. Congratulations. As we bring today's convocation ceremony to a close, I would like us to reflect on the sacrifices and successes that have led to this moment. Take a minute to consider the challenges that you have overcome. Perhaps you've had endless study sessions and all-nighters dedicated to finishing up that assignment or to getting through some tough exams in the business school. Extracurricular activities that you needed to balance with your demanding academic schedule. And all of this on top of a global pandemic that pushed you in ways that you could have never imagined. and consider the incredible things that you have gained along the way. Cherished memories at varsity games and campus events to reminisce about with the lifelong friends you've made, and hopefully an appetite for learning to fuel your growth in the years ahead. During your time at TMU, you pushed the boundaries of innovation, flexed your entrepreneurial muscles, and championed diversity and inclusion. Without hesitation or apology, you challenged the status quo and made your mark on our community. I am only one of the many people here today who are very proud of you. I think we should also, as my colleagues have said, give a round of applause to your family and friends and supporters. Your support has been incredibly important to each one of our graduates, and you have contributed to their success in so many different ways. Finally, I want to reinforce one very important thing. By completing your journey here, you will always be a part of the TMU family, an ever-growing group of passionate people doing remarkable work in every corner of the world. As you embark on this next phase in your life, on this next journey, remember that there is no single path to success. You will define it on your own terms, and when you do, I hope that you remember to share your stories with us. I wish you a bright future filled with happiness and lifelong learning, and a beautiful day as you celebrate with your loved ones, family, and friends. Thank you very much.
I would like to take a moment to thank all the staff, the volunteers, and the faculty here today to help make this ceremony a wonderful experience for us all. Graduates and guests, once again, congratulations from everyone at the university, and I hope you continue to enjoy this very special day. I now welcome Carrie Wiebe from the Office of the Dean in the Ted Rogers School of Management to sing the national anthem. For those who are standing, please remain standing until all of our graduates have left the arena. Thank you for celebrating with us today.